Almost anyone you ask, with the exception of Chelsea fans that is, would tell you that Rio Ferdinand is the best defender to play in the Premier League, and they wouldn't be lying. Before his rise to prominence, the world viewed English defenders as kick first, think later. But Rio changed all that with his exceptional reading of the game and his ability to progress the ball up the pitch. So, just how good was Rio Ferdinand? Let's find out. In England, it's assumed that the majority of defenders who are strong going forward can't actually defend. While growing up in England, most coaches and dads alike in the Sunday leagues would yell at kids on the sidelines and say, "Don't mess around at the back," or, "If in doubt, smash the ball out." Now, unless Peckham was the one exception to this, it makes it even more astonishing that Rio was able to break this stereotype by being both rock solid at the back and excellent going forward. We can say that a top-tier continental-style defender was created despite the system, not because of it. This may be because he started out as an attacking midfielder, but scouts believed that he could thrive at the heart of defense because of his frame and build, so they moved him into defense. Rio Ferdinand once criticized the structure of the coaching strategy of the kids in the various football academies in England. He tweeted that most English players don't know how to hold the ball because most of them are taught to pass the ball immediately they get it, even if nobody is marking them. When he was younger, his strength and pace served to dismiss any concerns about his style of play. He was able to hold a high defensive line, keeping the bigger attackers from the goal, while his aerial skill allowed him to drop off and allow the quick strikers to be closer to the goalkeeper. The truth is that he frequently didn't receive the credit he truly deserved. Furthermore, as his pace gradually decreased throughout his career, his positioning, organizational skills, and in-game intelligence all increased. He was arguably at his best between 2005 and 2008, when he scored 7 goals. Due to his less aggressive and more continental defensive approach, Ferdinand was regarded as an uncommon defensive product of English football. He was singled out for his exceptional technical ability, talent, balance, and confidence on the ball, despite his little stature. He was also praised for his composure in possession, distribution with either foot, and ability to carry the ball forward or play it out from the back on the ground. As a result of his mobility and ball-playing skills during his career, he was frequently paired with a more physical centre-back, such as Nemanja Vidic with Manchester United or John Terry with England. Throughout his career, he frequently played in a central defensive pairing in a back four, but with his technique and passing, he was also able to play in the middle of a 3-man back line where he essentially served as a sweeper. Due to his ball abilities, he occasionally earned criticism from commentators and his managers for taking unwarranted risks in possession and making errors. However, as he got older and more experienced, he became better in that area of the game. Alongside his positioning, consistency, intelligence, and ability to read the game, he was praised in his peak for his pace, work rate, and tackling. He was a dependable aerial defender who was also agile and physically strong. However, in his younger years, the media occasionally criticized him for his aerial skills and his ability to defend high balls and set pieces. He also exhibited strong leadership traits throughout his career. The Englishman started playing football in 1992 with West Ham United. He spent 3 years in the youth ranks where he quickly gained the manager's trust and developed the talents necessary to compete at higher levels. Ferdinand received the Hammer of the Year honor in 1996 for his outstanding contributions to the team. Until the end of 2000, the teenage defender played for the Hammers before moving to Leeds United for a then record-breaking £18 million. After 2 years at the club, he was named team captain in 2001. Then, Rio Ferdinand joined Manchester United from Leeds United in 2002 for £30 million to become the most expensive defender in the world for the second time. He was already pretty good at Leeds United, but even he couldn't have predicted all the things he went on to win after his move to Manchester United. He went on to win 6 league championships, 1 Champion League, 1 FA Cup, 2 League Cups and 1 Club World Cup. Furthermore, only 5 players have won the Premier League more times than him. Ferdinand could claim to be a Premier League winner just 10 months after transferring from Manchester United's rival Leeds. United defeated Everton 2-1 on the final day of the season to win the trophy at Goodison Park. He also received medals for winning the 2006 League Cup and finishing in second place in the 2003 League Cup and 2005 FA Cup. Ferdinand scored his first goal for United on December the 14th against Wigan Athletic, helping his team to a 4-0 victory. Later on in the month, he found the net again when he beat West Bromwich Albion's keeper with a strong-headed goal. Ferdinand scored again at Old Trafford on January the 26th, 2006, as Man United defeated Liverpool. He scored the winner in the last minute of what was an enthralling game, much to the delight of the fans in and outside of Old Trafford. The 2005 and 2006 season wasn't pleasant for United supporters as Jose Mourinho's Chelsea won the Premier League with the help of Roman Abramovich's millions, and United supporters worried about their future under the mountains of debt the Glazer family had piled up. The 1-0 victory over Liverpool at Old Trafford was one of the few shining moments in this season. United were given a free kick in stoppage time and Ferdinand was able to get his head on the end of it, giving Pepe Reina no chance. The crowd went wild and Gary Neville even got a £5,000 fine for his celebration. Ferdinand scored again in a 2-0 victory in the same game the following season on October the 22nd. As a result of his strong and consistent league performances, he was included in the 2006-2007 PFA Premier League Team of the Season, along with 7 other Manchester United teammates. Ferdinand had a good start to the 2007 and 2008 season, and he was part of the United defence that had 6 consecutive Premier League clean sheets before conceding an early goal against Aston Villa at Villa Park on the 20th of October 2007. However, Man United went on to win the game, and Ferdinand scored his first goal of the season. His left-footed shot took a very strong deflection off a Villa defender to become United's 3rd goal of the match. 3 days later, Ferdinand scored his first goal for United in Europe by scoring the game's first goal against Dynamo Kiev with a sensational header. United dominated the contest, winning 4-2. Then Ferdinand led Manchester United to a victory over Chelsea in the Champions League final on May the 21st, 2008. Since Ryan Giggs served as the on-field captain for the majority of the games during that season, due to Gary Neville's unavailability due to injury, Ferdinand accepted the trophy with Giggs. The 2009 and 2010 season was disrupted by injuries for Ferdinand. He missed the entire pre-season, the Community Shield and the first 4 games of the 2010-2011 Premier League season. He also missed the World Cup for England due to the same back and knee injuries. He made his comeback to first-team football in the first game of the Champions League group stage against Rangers on the 14th of September. Ferdinand started the season's first Premier League game against West Bromwich Albion, which United won 2-1. However, he left the game after 75 minutes with another injury, this time a hamstring injury. Following the game, Alex Ferguson announced that Ferdinand will miss 6 weeks of action. Ferdinand did, however, recover more quickly than was initially anticipated, and 2 weeks later at Old Trafford, in United's 8-2 thrashing of Arsenal, he made a comeback to sit on the bench but did not feature in the match. Ferdinand made his comeback to competitive play in a 1-1 draw with Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium. In a 2-1 victory over Swansea City on May the 12th, 2013, Ferdinand scored the game's winning goal and final goal of the Alex Ferguson era at Old Trafford. The goal came from a corner. Everyone missed the corner, but Ferdinand, who was at the back post, managed to volley the ball home to secure the victory. Ferdinand signed a new 1-year deal on May the 23rd, 2013, which will keep him with the team through the completion of the 2013-2014 campaign. However, when that contract expired, he wasn't offered a new one, so he decided to leave Manchester United on May the 12th, 2014. The Englishman's career did not, however, come to an end there. Ferdinand signed a one-year contract with the newly promoted Premier League team Queen's Park Rangers on July 17, 2014. He visited Old Trafford for the first time following his departure from Manchester United on September 14, 2014, to play against his old team in a Premier League match. However, his team lost 4-0. Ferdinand eventually announced his retirement from professional football on the 30th of May, 2015, 3 days after his departure from QPR. Ferdinand registered 81 appearances for England and he scored 3 goals in the process. He scored 3 goals for England, the first of which came against Denmark in the World Cup second round of 2002, although other sources attribute this goal to Thomas Sorensen's own goal. The second came during England's Euro 2008 qualifying match against Russia on September 12, 2007 at Wembley Stadium, when his close-range shot beat Russian goalkeeper Malaviv. The third came on October 11, 2008, when Kazakhstan visited for a FIFA World Cup qualification game. England eventually won that game 5-1. So, having seen all that, what do you think about Rio Ferdinand? Let us know down in the comments section. Also, please make sure to watch this video in the link, and if you like our content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. On the screen now should be another great video worth watching. So, click on that video and we will see you in the next.